I saw doctors in Canada, I saw doctors in Europe and many places, and every doctor I saw said the same thing. No, I'm surprised to even see that you're walking right now. If you don't do a vertebrae fusion, you're not going to be able to even walk anymore, so you might as well do that.
I'm a fisherman. I'm a guy that loves the sea, somebody that is attracted by the ocean. Don't know why, because I don't have people in my family that were connected to the ocean. Always did everything in my life to make it possible to be surfing or close to the ocean. So, just a guy that loves the sea. Since 13, 14, like even in the big days, I would try to come out. I had a trip to Puerto Escondido in 2003. You catch like everything. You got that days that you are surfing 10 feet and it comes a swell with 15. The days that you are surfing 15 comes a set with 20. So it was a great school.
The oldest tree of this garden. The waves are bigger than these, but this tree seems heavier than the waves. I like to watch the buildings and the trees and compare it with the waves, but in the waves you never realize what you got behind you.
The wind is perfect to Nazaré. Sunday, Monday, even better wind.
How about the next swell?
Powerful and perfect. And with offshore winds to all the waves, they can be like, maybe can be the biggest the biggest day of the season so far, but let's wait one more day.
My parents always said that I just wouldn't stop. I was always running back and forth until I started surfing, because it was the only thing that it took my energy away enough so that I could sleep. I was studying design of equipment. I didn't finish my course, because then I started doing this. I froze my position in school. I went on a trip to California. We ended up being in Half Moon Bay when there was a swell, and that really stuck in my mind. And at the time, I didn't have any sponsors that were supporting me financially. The next summer that came, I worked in a restaurant, saved up money to go back to California. I bought a van there and just started hanging around in the van waiting for swells to come. Whenever there was waves, I was there to surf it. I was missing 3 discs in between my vertebrae. The vertebrae were rubbing. They were rubbing to a point that one of my vertebrae lost about 40% of the bone itself. And every doctor I would see wanted to do an operation. They wanted to merge the vertebrae, but then I wouldn't be able to surf anymore after that. I saw doctors in Canada, I saw doctors in Europe, in many places, and every doctor I saw said the same thing. No, you're not even, I'm surprised to even see that you're walking right now if you don't do a vertebrae fusion. One of my very good friends took me to see a back specialist in the north of Portugal. And at that point, I was just almost going to opt for the operation because it was already a year and I had seen no other solution. A lot of trial and error, but they ended up working, and right now I'm completely painless and I can surf and do everything the same or even better, more comfortably than before. I don't know what I'd be doing, but yeah, I wouldn't be stoked.
It's like going after the things that you love more, the big waves. And because of the waves and the surf, you are always out of your family, of your friends.
There's a lot of things you need to give up and put on standby. I mean, you can't have a fixed job or a schedule, a very patterned life if you're doing that because everything is so unpredictable.
Sometimes it scares me that we live life. Yeah, I don't see this friend today, I see him tomorrow, or I see him in 1 week, so sometimes you spend like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years without seeing your best friends and your family.
Not everybody around you is living that life, and when you just drop everything and go do that, maybe that's why it's hard to find people who stick around for a long time. But when you do, and they understand that passion and that determination, it's truly special.
Being a red charger and have the chance to chase these swells and to get the biggest storms and the biggest waves in the world, it's like a dream to be a red charger. This season at Nazaré, I hope to paddle for the biggest wave of my life. Last year, I got the biggest wave of my life toes, and this year, I want to try to get there paddling too.
I really want to focus on paddling, trying to catch as many waves as I can and as big as possible.
One of the things that makes me surf is that I feel like a child when I'm surfing. Forget everything, just like when you are playing when you are a kid, you know. The world disappears and just the waves and the surf and nothing else.
size and almost the size of the cliff down there. So it's a good playground, really good. Yeah, lots of sets coming in a row, so I should be there now, perhaps. We're gonna eat something.
I wouldn't really expect to catch many waves because the peak is so shifty. But yeah, with the help of the jet ski and paddling around. And
It took also some pounding, huh?
yeah, also some poundings. A couple more, probably more poundings than waves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
And you're gonna stay a few more days?
Probably a few more days.
Tomorrow morning, so.
Maybe. Maybe we'll get surprised again.
Yeah, now you're gonna get, for sure.
Big wave surfing is definitely my passion. I did it for 35 years without getting like not even one support. Always supported my trips, my gear, everything. It was not easy.
This is a good week to do it. Usually,
Rush
yeah,
at last minute, right?
Last
oh,
minute.
like last night. 2
Yeah,
o'clock in the
remember?
night, 3 o'clock before the swell, and I'm here like putting the weights.
That's crazy.
And I wake up at 5:30. Last time it was like that. I pick up the board at 1:30, arrive at 2:30, get to bed at 3, and wake up at 5.
Each step that you give, bigger waves, more expensive boards, even bigger waves, you need the jet ski to tow to the rescue, so and other things. I always work to try to follow my passion out surfing big waves. So I start with ecological trips with tourists, like fishing trips, but with an ecological view and a sustainable view. That's the thing that really guarantees me the surf for 6 months in the big wave season here in Nazaré.
Long time no see, man. All good. Come to surf Nazaré, let's go.
Thank you for inviting me to your house, Hugo. Su casa es mi casa. Mi casa es tu casa.
Stay, I got my house in Nazaré. You can stay 2 months, 3 months. There is a nice sofa there. You got like plenty of boards, 3 jet skis, a quad.
With 35 years, I start to get some support, and now I got really good sponsors that support me, and they motivate me like 200% to follow my dreams.
To be a Red Charger and to have so many people who are following and working towards the same goals makes you feel really integrated in a group and in a family of people who are all there for the same reason. It's very satisfying to be in such a place.
The feeling of surf a big wave with good friends, something that keeps for life, and that's the thing that passionates me on big wave surfing. Andrew Cotton, Garrett, Kelly, they are like inspire me in the ocean like hell, because the guys, they charge and they support me, they push me and they motivate me and then help me in everything what. Even now paddling to that big waves, I don't think I'm scared. But I'm like a little bit calculating the risks and try to do the things like perfect. In the big waves or in the things that we do here in Nazaré, I fear more miss a rescue than to give a massive wipe-out in a wave. I'm more committed doing a rescue to a friend of mine than sometimes dropping a wave.
People are really there keeping an eye out for one another. Because usually when you're surfing any other waves, you're out there with other people and you're having fun, but it is a singular sport. And in big wave surfing, You feel more englobed with a group.
All the big wave surfers from all over the world that come to Nazaré, they arrive with an opinion about the place, and they leave thinking that they got not the right gear, the right flotation, the right line, the right surf. So it's something that changed the point of view of all the big wave surfers of all the world. Relaxed in Nazaré.
Yeah. I mean, more or less, of course.
Relaxed until the big swell, you are relaxed.
Exactly,
Huh?
yeah.
Zoals hier, mãe da Maia, Scooby, Maia. These dishes.
Are you ready?
To be a red charger? Of course that I am. For sure. What we need is waves, and the waves will be bigger when the wind is stronger. If you got like 3 hours of surf, you're gonna catch
I never
huge
know
waves.
if I'm happy or if I'm starting to get anxious.
Why worry?
Why? I don't know. Why.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Small waves.
She's got more fear to watch than me to surf.
Kilometers.
Away from the shore, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna change a lot with the high tide.
Yeah, it's going to be bigger
Yeah.
and more energy in the waves inside, and maybe some more like defined peaks. Not so here, there, like more in the middle and maybe in this corner. People sometimes don't think about it, but the wave travels like 1,000 miles or 2,000 miles to reach the beach. And when the wave breaks, you are like watching the last 20 seconds of the life of all of that wave. To be able to receive the energy of something that traveled for thousands of miles, and have the pleasure and the bless to feel and to absorb the energy, it gives me lots of pleasure to surf.
Everybody's always keeping their eyes on the charts to see where the next best place to surf is going to be.
And we try to understand that the way that red colors, the way that they move, the speed, the shape of them.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of planning to just drop everything and follow that swell with such short notice.
To risk sometimes everything that you build in your life. When the red colors came, the mind gets like blind and just focus in one thing, and me, myself, I leave everything, you know. Leave everything behind to surf. That's a crazy thing to say, but that's the true life of the Red Charger.